Ready, hunt!
Oklahoma State's fourth in the BCS. Since you don't pay attention, that's what they were talking about. You don't think that's good for the state?
I never said it was. I said I'm not paying attention to it. I said that doesn't much matter to me. All that matters is playing Texas Tech. So, sure, I'm all for whatever's good for Oklahoma. That's obviously I've been here long enough. I'm embedded and entrenched here. So, sure.
Well, it has a chance to work out the way the Big 12 hoped, right?
I got no idea what the Big 12 hoped for. All I know is what I'm hoping for is playing well against Tech this week.
You did because you had to agree to move the game December 3rd. And you knew what the reasoning was behind that. So
well, we've been playing the last week of the year for how many years now? I don't know how many. So I figured now, since there isn't a championship game, we might as well move the last game of the year to then. Had nothing to do with who's going to be what, where. I don't anticipate any of that. So it's a chance to have a presence on championship weekend was obviously, something we've played on championship weekend, 8 of the last 12 years? So we're used to playing on December, whatever it is. So here's another chance to play on that same date that we've been playing on.
The way they rework the schedule, Bob, you got to go to Stillwater 2 straight years. OSU goes to Austin 2 straight years, but
Tech
you
comes
get
here
Tech
2
2
straight
straight years. Is that a solid trade out for you?
I don't know. I quit worrying about it, long ago when it something had to happen. So I wasn't smart enough to figure out a better way to do it. I guess we could have had everyone play here, but I didn't think they were going to let me. They were going to let me do it. So
With the crazy things that have happened in Lubbock, it seemed like not a bad move though. Anytime you can get Tech here twice in a row.
well, again, I don't, whatever. That's just the way it had to be, I guess. So.
How much is Tech, or have they changed at all? Tuberville's been there a little bit now, between what he does and Mike Leach offensively, and
There's a lot of similarities. There's a lot of the same offense that's there. You see a lot of the same route combinations and formations, and great throwing the ball. And then they don't publicize it, and they still can really hurt you running the football. And I said that yesterday. The times when we have not played well against them, they have run the football on us. So that's still a major concern for us.
You don't often, you play teams that play tempo like you do, that don't seem to equal your tempo. But this week they're pretty good at tempo themselves. But when you play a team at tempo, though, your defense practices against it all the time. So is it not a major adjustment for you?
Well, it's something we're very conscious of, and we'll practice and work. But we do get a good bit of it all spring and 2-a-days when we line up against our offense every day. So. And start a practice, a good number of days with the 2-minute drill doing that. So,
Do you slow down the tempo in the red zone? Somebody sent me an email, one of your fans, that said, tell them to speed up in the red zone.
yeah.
I don't claim to know one way or the other. Is that a valid, something worth considering, or are you already doing that?
No, there's still plenty of times when that tempo screen out there where it really looked good, didn't it? With Donald out there, and that was a hurry up. We got hit for about a 3-yard loss. So
that particular play looked like 2 guys didn't know who to block.
well, 2 guys did, but the third one didn't, or he thought wrong. So however you want to put it.
you played a bunch of night games. Last week's 8:15. Any problems there? Just kind of that's a little bit later than normal.
Well, it's just kind of unfair to the players. They get in at 4 in the morning, 4:15 in the morning, and hopefully the league will look at that moving forward, and that you ought to spread that out through the year of a bunch of teams, rather than just one doing it all the time. And so hopefully that's something they'll look at for the players' sake.
Speaking of the league, it seems like Missouri's trying to make their way out. Does that bother you at all? And now you add a team and create some stability, and you have to worry about.
I'm not much on talking about other teams, so right now I'm not you know, you want to talk about Texas Tech or us, or not going to comment about Missouri.
What were your thoughts on Whaley and Finch?
I thought they did really well. Obviously, Dom has, I don't know, 170 yards or so, and Roy had some really good runs. And we need to keep, you know, we want to keep giving them opportunities, and you know, and I've always been excited about what he's able to do. So I'm sure as we move forward, Roy will continue to get more and more chances.
When you were going through the red zone earlier, you brought up 3 plays where this happened and this happened. Is it an execution of the particular play issue, or are you struggling inside the 10-yard line?
Well, it's an execution of the play, or if you call that struggling, I mean, yeah, we hit a guy in the chest and he drops it. You overthrow a guy and you trip on another guy. I mean, that happens sometimes. I think the issue is at the end, we're working to get it better, to not miss a block. But to think we're going to score a touchdown every time, you know, as often as we're in the red zone, I don't think it's – everyone thinks we got to have 60 every, you know, 55, 60 points every week. That's not going to happen.
What was it about the 08 team that had a ridiculous touchdown percentage down there? What made it work? Was that Sam? Was it experience of the line, or
I think both of those.
anything else?
Experience of the line, experience in Sam, experience in receivers. And that group also set a national record for scoring, right? So you're not going to do that every year. Sorry for everybody out there, you fans thinking we are. That's not going to happen.
What's interesting,
Used to be complaining we missed the field goals down there. So
You got to be happy they're not complaining about that.
I know it's got to be something wrong, though, right? Got to be something.
The drop from 08, though, has not been just a little bit. I mean, it's the last 3 years, 9, 10, and now 11. We've gone from pretty high percentage to pretty mediocre percentage. So on red zone touchdowns. So it's something seems to have occurred. Have you tried to figure it out, or you don't worry about stuff? You just try individual plays and why they didn't work.
Well, a lot of the same plays are being run. You know, it's execution, it's players, it's you know, it's all of that. So sure, we look at it. What can we do better? We're constantly doing that.
Interesting handshake in the NFL on Sunday. Have you ever had an awkward moment with the post-game handshake?
I don't think I have.
Bill Callahan?
Yeah, I don't know how'd that go. I don't even remember.
I don't think it's anything with you.
Yeah, I think it was more with the Roughnecks than me.
He's talking about the rest of us, I think.
The what?
Talking about anybody else.
Yeah, let's go.
Oh, what he called all you guys? He didn't call you guys it, did he?
Everybody in the state.
Everyone in the state. Well, that didn't include me. I didn't know he said it, though. So maybe if I had known he said it, I wouldn't have shaken his hand. But
We were close
He also
enough to
had
hear
Gary
it.
Hansen.
yeah, it's all unfortunate, really. Yeah.
Is there a protocol, I mean, that, you know, you don't, do's and don'ts on the post-game handshake, or just
You know, I'm not gonna. First of all, I have no comment whatsoever on what the NFL guys do, don't do. So, you know, I'm not going there. Those guys are professionals. They'll handle it, and I'm sure they have. Not a big deal, I don't think. And now, if you're asking me to collegiate level, I think we are in a different field. I think just like I don't think players should be scrutinized the way an NFL, a professional player is, and called out and or booed or whatever. There's still, you know, whether you guys want to know, I mean, the truth is 95% of these guys will never play in the NFL professionally. They're playing for their school, their community, all of that, and even though it's big business all around, they're still kids and young adults and that are, you know, so it's different. And so all that being said, I think same thing as far as what we should as coaches, we've got to be able to handle it and do it the right way. And whether you humble yourself and shake a hand, or whether either way, or you've been embarrassed, you lift your head up, you go say good game to the other guy, and you leave. And that's just the way, to me, there's still an example that at the collegiate level should be displayed. I guess that's at least my opinion.
You like that? That's one of the things you like
Well,
about
you know, whether you like it or not has nothing to do with it. It's the example. It's the example you're setting for all these for your players as young men. Things don't go your way, or if they do go your way, how to try and handle it, and or young people in the stands or people that are watching.
Well, I'm getting the impression by the way you're saying it that you appreciate that a little bit more is expected, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, and again, I just, you know, the professional level's totally different. I get that. They see each other twice a year and this, that, and the other. I don't think it's as important, no. So I think whatever they do is fine, to be quite honest with you. It's a different organization and different level of football.